Well, for a game that looked like nothing was going to happen, all of a sudden, a lot happened.
A lot happened in the second half, but the most important thing happened in the post-game locker room, and it came out of nowhere. Christian Hackenberg, after kind of not talking about it all year, has declared for the NFL draft. He made it official right after the game. A very nondescript question about his future, and he just came out with it. He thanked everyone at Penn State. He said he talked about it with his family. He thinks it's in the best interest for him and his family. According to Christian Hackenberg, his college career at Penn State is done. He will declare for the NFL draft. He also, an injury update, the injury is not believed to be serious per James Franklin and Hackenberg. A sprained shoulder joint to the right throwing shoulder. No x-rays were negative, so that's really good news for him moving forward. The injury is not believed to be serious. But Dave, passing of the torch at the Penn State quarterback position. No more Hackenberg. It looks like Trace McSorley has a pretty bright future.
And I wouldn't have bet on that at halftime at all. Would you have thought maybe a complete? And it'll be an open competition.
Sure.
But this is going to give him a huge leg up. And at 24-3, it looked like this thing could be a jailbreak out to about 38-3 with a really ugly ending. But Trace McSorley hit a couple of passes, hit one big one to Geno Lewis, and then everything changed about the game.
What struck me, Dave, is the kid does not rattle. I mean, you heard about it from his teammates. At Virginia, he got to the state final 4 straight times, multiple state champion at quarterback, dual threat. You saw him on 4th down make a couple of incredible plays, unflappable, maybe not the biggest arm, but he can do some things that not a lot of quarterbacks can in a pressure situation. I know it was only a small sample size, but I said it to you in the locker room. You brought up Matt McGloin. He looks like Matt McGloin with maybe a little bit better feet, and that he can extend plays, and that's what Penn State's offense needs.
A lot better feet and not much more pop in the gun. He has to get everything behind every throw, which is funny. But it's gotta work out great for James Franklin, who couldn't have expected any of this, who at 24-3 is looking at something really ugly, and all of a sudden the guy who needs to come in and perform for him does, and a huge shot of confidence. Chris Godwin, which you mentioned, had a really, really good game, and all of the receivers did. Deshaun Hamilton and Geno Lewis made a play, making great plays for McSorley.
Yeah, there's a big difference between the way that Penn State lost, and it came down to the final play. And they could have lost 38-3. I mean, it could have went sideways, but there's a different kind of. They lost in a good way. I thought they fought well. They made some plays. The defense woke up, and it came down to the final play. I never thought it was going to be that way, but
in no way.
We'll see.
No way do we do.
It's kind of been a bizarre post game with be able to talk to McSorley. But the big news is Hackenberg's gone,
and that's it for us from, what's this place called? Something Everbank Field in Jacksonville. Adios.